Mayweather, with all the tools that Terence Crawford has, I will pick Terence Crawford to beat a prime Mayweather.
Because I think Floyd at his best was a better defensive fighter than Crawford. Crawford's a better offensive fighter.
A lot of comparisons between Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather. We've even had the conversation to go as far as who would win in a fight between Terence and Floyd. And I truly don't know the answer to that question.
I do.
You do?
Yes.
Yeah.
Max Kellerman explains why a fight between Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather would be worth watching. He calls Crawford the best undisputed fighter of today while also recognizing Floyd's greatness during his prime. Kellerman says Mayweather's defensive skills made him nearly impossible to beat in his era. Crawford's talent, on the other hand, makes him dominant now, and Kellerman believes he has already proven himself at the highest stage with the tools to test even Mayweather's level. To Kellerman, the clash would represent two different eras colliding, the ultimate defense versus a versatile offense, a fight fans would never forget.
At his best was a better defensive fighter than Crawford. Crawford's a better offensive fighter, but in those kind of matchups, I think defense usually beats the offense.
I don't. Because Terence Crawford got more to bring. He got more to bring to the table.
He's a great
Floyd
fighter.
Mayweather got the little shoulder roll. I get it. Controls distance. But Terence Crawford is also a master at distance. Terence Crawford has punching power to hurt Floyd Mayweather. We saw that in the Jab Judah fight now.
Yeah, Shane too. Shane hurt him with the right hand.
Shane did hurt him as well.
Yep.
And did he fight Shane? But did Floyd fight Shane in his prime? Do you think he fought him in his prime?
Sean Porter shares his thoughts on the ongoing debates about Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather, pointing out that comparisons often hide their individual greatness. He says people usually lean toward Floyd when asked who would win simply because his name stands as an undefeated legend. But Porter insists that this automatic response ignores the respect Crawford deserves. He explains Mayweather was the original standard of dominance, the pioneer who became the OG. Still, he acknowledges Crawford's achievements and reminds everyone that the two belong to different timelines, each being the best of their own era.
We've had a lot of comparisons between Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather. We've even had the conversation to go as far as who would win in a fight between Terence and Floyd. And I truly don't know the answer to that question.
I do.
You do?
Yes.
Yeah. Who will win that fight?
Floyd.
Floyd will win that fight.
Yes, sir. I love you, Terence.
Always figures it out.
Yeah,
Yes. He's a chess master.
Yeah, his IQ and that shit.
The funny thing about it is Terence has been the only other guy that people can say he always figures it out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's true.
But you gotta have an OG somewhere.
Everybody else,
There's an OG somewhere.
You gotta pioneer it, right? Yeah, you gotta.
There's an OG you can't out-figure out somewhere. And I just believe Floyd is that OG you can't out-figure out.
Crawford himself has spoken on the endless comparisons, giving a simple but powerful answer. He openly admits Floyd Mayweather was the greatest of his time, a fighter who dominated and reshaped the sport. Yet Crawford strongly believes this is his era, where he sets the new standard of greatness. His stance shows both respect and confidence, stressing that greatness shouldn't only be about fantasy matchups, but about recognizing the top fighter of every generation. This balanced approach proves why Crawford earns respect not only as a champion, but also as someone who deeply understands the sport.
Everyone is going to start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
You talk the talk and you sure walk the walk. Your confidence and aura is on another level. Could we see a run as a light heavyweight?
Nah, we ain't going out that much.
No.
Crawford has clearly stated that facing Floyd Mayweather is not something he is chasing. While fans imagine such a matchup, Crawford dismisses it, saying he has no desire to go after Floyd. Instead, his focus is on ending his career on his own terms. This shows maturity, as he does not want his legacy built on beating a retired legend. His aim is to secure his own place in history and leave the sport with dignity after reaching his goals. When asked about going 51-0 to break Floyd's 50-0 record, Crawford replied he never wanted that. In fact, he admitted he would have retired if the Errol Spence fight didn't happen.
Have you thought about going for 51-0, beat Mayweather's record with 50-0? Is that something that you thought about?
I already said I wasn't never going to
beat Mayweather record. That's not something that I wanted to do.
Okay.
To be honest, I was going to retire if I didn't get this Errol Spence fight.
Crawford highlights Canelo Alvarez's opinion as important, since Canelo has fought both Mayweather and Crawford. When Canelo says Crawford is the better fighter, it matters because he has faced both men in the ring. Still, Crawford stays respectful, noting that Mayweather was the best in his own time, while now it is his turn to be regarded as the top fighter of this era. This mix of Canelo's view and Crawford's humility shows that while outside opinions count, respect between fighters of different generations is just as important in judging greatness.
One where he felt like he was at the best, and another where he felt like he was at a disadvantage when he had a rehydration clause and he was younger. So, I don't know, I don't go off of that. Floyd is the best fighter, in his era. And I feel like I'm the best fighter in my era.
One thing that I thought was really interesting about the fight, I always love watching you switch stances as effortlessly as you do. You didn't do that a lot in this fight. You didn't have to. Were you expecting not to have to?
No, I felt like I could have, but why do something when something else is working?
Crawford again shows his respect for Mayweather by calling him a legend and saying comparisons aren't really needed. He points out that Floyd's era is already set in history as one of dominance. Meanwhile, his own era is about building a separate legacy without forcing a rivalry. Crawford presents the discussion in a way that honors both careers. This not only ends unnecessary comparisons, but also raises the sport by celebrating different types of greatness, instead of pushing for one clear winner.
You gotta have 4 arms.
I know.
And 6 eyes to beat Floyd.
Is Floyd better than you? Keyshawn beat Tank?
Keyshawn beat everybody. Him and Shakur.
How you feel about them not fighting each other? That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. They don't need to fight each other.
Was there anybody ever...
They can beat up everybody else.
Was there anybody ever like that in boxing with you? Because not really Sean Porter, right?
No.
No friends in this business for you.
I think Tim Bradley would have been like that.
Okay.
I think me and Tim Bradley would have been like that. I wouldn't have fought Tim.
If the opportunity presented itself against Floyd, you would have, though, even though you admire him so much and he's so great. But you
Floyd, yeah, because I wasn't as close. Me and Floyd close now, but when Floyd was boxing, I wasn't as close with Floyd like I am now.
How do you beat Floyd, though? Like, since nobody's been able to crack that code.
You think I would tell you?
He ain't fighting anymore. So that fight ain't gonna happen.
You gotta have 4 arms.
I know.
And 6 eyes to beat Floyd.
Is Floyd better than you?
I think you got your answer there.
Nah, I didn't hear nothing. Is Floyd better than you? Some fighters say, even like Gervonta Davis.
Beat your...
Okay, that's a no. That's a no.
Chris Algieri also added his view on the Crawford versus Mayweather debate, noting how tricky it is to compare the two. He explains that talks about who is the greatest often turn into endless arguments because of too many factors. Different opponents, different eras, and different situations all matter. Algieri suggests that instead of trying to crown one man as the best, fans should accept both as exceptional in their own ways. His comments add balance, reminding people that the need to declare one greater often distracts from enjoying the brilliance of both fighters.
And no, the discussion about, because Canelo was asked this question, who's better, Floyd or Crawford, and he immediately went to Crawford. Now, is that recency bias? Is that him protecting his own performance? Is that a veiled shot at Floyd? Probably all of the above. Is it really true? I don't know. And I think Crawford had a great answer. He goes, well, we're different eras. Floyd was, the best of his era. I'm the best of mine, which is a very diplomatic way to go about it. But listen, comparing the two is going to be an endless barbershop conversation that's going to go back and forth over literally the annals of time. I don't think we're ever going to be able to have a distinct argument where you're going to say, this is it. I actually want to do a video where I argue both sides with the same veracity and veracity, because there is that much about it, and you can, which is an awesome thing, because this is going to be the barbershop. Like, yeah, well, Rocky Marciano, or Joe Louis. Well, he knocked out Joe Louis. Yeah, but he's 170. Like we're gonna. That's the conversation
127 years old.
In real time with guys that we've all seen. Literally overlapping errors. So those discussions will always be there. It's great fodder. It's great barbershop debate. In the debate, it's debate. Yeah, it's going to be subjective.
I agree.
I think objectively, I don't think there's a way to really separate.
Yeah, I agree. And I prefer, as I was thinking about it, like, wow, I can't believe I've watched the Floyd era, the Crawford era, the Usyk era. It's like I've gotten to see some really great fighters. You know what I'm saying? Like, and in the 90s, when boxing was, everybody was going head to head. There wasn't a guy that stood out like Floyd, Crawford, and Usyk, where it was super, super dominant.
Robert Garcia praised Crawford's win over Canelo Alvarez, saying Crawford did exactly what he expected. Garcia highlighted Crawford's strength, skills, and calmness in the fight, showing that the victory reflected his preparation and ability. By defeating Canelo, Crawford proved he can beat even the biggest names, which boosted his status as one of the all-time greats. Garcia's comments further support Crawford's standing in boxing and show that respected trainers and analysts also value his achievements.
That you gave Crawford a really good chance. Of course. Did you see on Saturday night exactly why you gave him that chance?
I think so. You know, he's very talented. He's a very disciplined fighter also. He's healthy. And, you know, a lot of people were saying, oh, well, he hasn't fought or he didn't look too good against Madrimov at 154. How can he look good? He's a talented fighter. And that challenge for him pushed him even harder to train harder and to be better. That challenge, you know, went up against Canelo, moving up 2 divisions, hearing that people are saying, oh, he didn't look too good against Madrimov. So how could he look good at 68? Well, that motivated more, man. He trained hard. He did what he had to do. I always said, you know, I wasn't going to put money on it because it's also very dangerous, right? Canelo's a beast, strong. So I never really, you know, I wasn't going to put money on it, but I did give him a chance. He's got talent, man. He's got skills, and what he did was unbelievable, man. You know, we were there was another show that we do with Boxing Scene, and we had it right before the fight, at 4:00 before the main card started, and they asked me, "What's your final prediction?" I said, "You know what? I'm gonna say it, Crawford by decision." You know, because I talked to Bomac on Thursday night. And they're in Vegas, and he seemed very positive, motivated. So that kind of gave me a little extra. You know what? My final prediction is Crawford by decision, and he pulled it off.
Teddy Atlas broke down Crawford's win in detail, praising his patience and ability to notice things others couldn't inside the ring. He highlighted Crawford's sharp jab as a sign of his tactical brilliance. Atlas also compared the context of Canelo's matches with Floyd and Crawford. He reminded fans that when Mayweather fought Canelo, the Mexican star was young and inexperienced. In contrast, when Crawford faced him, Canelo was a seasoned fighter but still got outclassed. Atlas also mentioned the age factor, noting Floyd was 40 when he fought Canelo, while Crawford was 38 when he beat him. This shows the depth of Crawford's achievement and why it is so impressive.
You know, but he's not digital. There's only a few guys that are digital. What do I mean by that? He's not Crawford. What do I mean by that? Where does it separate? Instincts, eyes, calmness, the mind wonders. I know the body wondered. I saw the combinations. Canelo's throwing one at a time, and Crawford's hitting him with 3, 4, 5 shots. He put them together. He's controlling the range. Yes, he had the reach advantage. Yes, he used it. He used the jab. He controlled the reach. But it's more than that. It's the mind at work. He's more advanced. He sees things. He's calm in an uncommon environment, calmer than most. So calm, he'll see things others don't see. Just a millisecond. I was explaining this to Stephen A. the day before. Just a millisecond before someone else sees it, he sees it. And he's got the mental control, the confidence, the supreme confidence Customado talked about. He said he only saw 2 fighters with that. Teddy Atlas. Teddy, I only saw 2 fighters with supreme confidence. Sugar Ray Robinson, greatest fighter of all time, and Muhammad Ali. Where they don't believe you can beat them. That's Crawford. All of that together, mixed together, makes a perfect cocktail of supremeness, of greatness, of another level, of digital. And that's what he sees things, he reacts to, he sees a twitch.
Canelo Alvarez himself admitted that Crawford is the better fighter, and this statement holds great weight since he has fought both. His acknowledgement of Crawford's skill gives strong support to the argument in Crawford's favor. Because Canelo speaks from direct experience, not guesses, his words are considered one of the most trustworthy opinions in the debate. His view strengthens the belief that Crawford's current form and success make him one of the best boxers in the world today.
I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather. We already know. We knew Crawford is a great fighter, and I did what I supposed to do. Right? I tried for every way, and I trained really hard, and he deserved all the credit. No, I try my best tonight, and I just cannot figure out the style.
Was it something specific, the movement or his speed or power or what? Was there something you could put your finger on that gave you the most trouble?
Everything.
Okay.
He have everything. You know what? Sometimes you try and your body cannot go, right? That's my frustration. Maybe I can figure out Crawford, but my body cannot go anymore. So I try it, but my body just not let me go. And you need to accept it. That's it. He's a great fighter. He's a good fighter. He know how to move and everything.